Alright, so today I'm going to be making French toast. It's super simple. You need one egg per person that you're going to be making French toast for, a bit of milk, not too much, some cinnamon, butter for frying, and bread. And you can also put some sugar into your French toast mix if you want. Okay, so first, take your bowl, take your egg. You want a flat bowl so that you can soak the bread up in it, right? Alright, so I throw this away. Milk. Just enough to make it a little bit more liquidy. One egg isn't super liquidy, so you use the milk to give it something to, the bread something to soak up. Then you're going to take a fork. You're going to mix this all really nice. Your egg and your milk together, you know? I'll show you what it looks like here in just a second. But then we also want to take the cinnamon and put a healthy dose of cinnamon in here. It's just going to give it a nice flavor. So mix this all together still. Boom, 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 boom. This will probably make about 2 or 3 pieces of French toast. So, depending on how hungry you are, you can use 1 or 2 eggs. But if I'm just making French toast for myself, I usually just do 1 egg. Very nice. Here's what it looks like. Mix it all together. Yes, alright. So now we're going to turn on our stove. It's like a 6, right? Okay, so now we got our butter melting. Maybe a 7. All right. You want to use a lot of butter, and you're gonna the butter is the very important part, and it needs to be very hot. So, okay, so one way that you'll know if your butter is hot enough is if you splash a little water and you hear a sizzle. Yeah. All right, so that means we're ready. So we're gonna make sure this is nicely mixed. The cinnamon will start to separate a little bit, so every time you gotta mix it up a little bit. And we're gonna just put that onto the side like this, and then you take a piece of bread, put it in one side. Flip it onto the other side. You don't want to leave it in there too long or else it's going to get too eggy and going to be very, very moist. Let me just toss this in. You can even give it a little bit of time. You can hear that it's cooking right away. That's very important. I usually give it about a minute on the first side, and then I'll flip it and give it a minute on the other side. So, let's see. Maybe a little bit less than a minute on the second side, to be honest. Oh, it's very important to have a plate ready. All right. Ooh, that's perfect. You see how it looks? Very nice. Now you can eat French toast with maple syrup. That's how we usually do it in the States. Or you can do it with really anything. You can have them sweet. You can have them savory. Jam is really good. Jellies are really good. Or also cheese and ham and sausage. They all can taste really good on there. So let's flip it over to see what it looks like. Oh, there we go. So then we just put it on the plate. And then, very important, before you start frying again, you need some more butter. So you have to take a big clump. You need to get it all nice and hot again. Yeah. Alright, I'll show you the finished product. Alright, so here's the French toast, 3 pieces. And I'll show you how I like to eat them. Take a little bit of that butter that we were using to fry it in, that we used a lot of. We're going to use some more of it, yeah. And then I'm going to take some honey. I'm just going to drizzle it all over. It's going to be delicious. But it's commonly eaten with maple syrup in the United States. And in the Czech Republic, they do something very similar, where they only use cheese, and they'll just fry the cheese right on top of it. Alright, well, enjoy your meal.